a different video for today. We're going to talk about a couple things. We're going to talk about broken promises. We're going to talk about some PlayStation drama I've gotten into recently. We're going to talk about some things overall. And yep, this is kind of an empty rant. It's time for me to go ahead and get to what's off my chest. This is my platform. Yeah, I only got 30 subscribers, but still, I want to know you guys' input on this. Let's go through this. We're going to talk about a broken promise. This promise was made a while back. We had a guy that we were playing with, a younger guy, one of the guys I used to play with, pretty much told him that he was going to give him a headset, because the guy didn't have a headset. You know, it was a younger guy. We all played with him. You know, we all liked playing with him. We had a good time. This guy told him straight up that, hey, man, I'll send you this headset, blah, 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 blah. Like, we'll hook you up. Well, this guy's relationship with me, it fell through. The guy turned out to be a complete lunatic. So that's a story for another time. And, kind of stayed off the globe for a little bit. You know, I would reach out to the guy that we were playing with that was supposed to get a headset. I would hear nothing. You know, hey, I haven't got anything. And the kid was really nice about it. He's like, oh, it's fine. He may be busy. Maybe this, maybe that. But I sat there, I said, you know, man, it's kind of shitty that this guy promised you, assured you that he was going to get you a headset, and nothing became of it. Well, now it's time for me to call this guy out. Not by name, but if he's following this channel, which he may or may not be, he'll know exactly who I'm talking about. My point is this. Dude, do not ever make a promise you cannot keep. Especially one that you intend not to keep. Especially one to a guy that you initially thought was, your fan just because, he may have hit you up on PlayStation a couple times. He may have said something that may have bothered you, or he's not as good as you. Dude, what the fuck? Really? You're gonna ignore him? You're gonna ignore him for how long? It was the summer, and you're still ignoring his ass? I see you on PlayStation, here and there. I see you playing Madden. When's this headset gonna come out? You know, you're in the same state as him. You're right down the road. Where's this headset at that you've been talking about that you were gonna give him? We're making excuses. Maybe if you still have this headset, you can send it to him and rewrite the wrong that you did. My point is, don't fucking sit there and make promises you can't keep. Alright, next topic. We're going to talk about some PlayStation drama. I'm not saying any names. I'm leaving it as it is. This person that I played with decided that, he was going to change his attitude coming into this DLC. It all started with a raid that we did. We got to the totems. It took us a little bit, but we still had plenty of time. It was 8 o'clock my time. This guy decides that because of his frustrations that he was going to leave the party and leave the game. It was after a couple snappy comments, and after that, it was like, okay, well, I don't know where he went. I believe I even tried to hit him up to say, hey, did you get disconnected? And I saw that he was patrolling. Now, if you guys haven't played Destiny, it'll kind of go something like this. It may show, but, it's going to show your name, and then if you click on it, it'll say, like, what you're doing. So, supremacy, things like that. Well, he came back and got mad at me because I replaced him with a guy, and we actually made it all the way to the very last in the checkpoint. And, I mean, he was pissed. I mean, to the point where he even remembered the lines of, well, I hope you enjoy that checkpoint and you get everything you've wanted. What kind of shit is that? Okay? Well, we worked that out. I said, dude, you should have told me, why you were leaving. Come on. Next time, because this guy was my boy at the time. It was something that, I just wanted to put underneath the rug and kind of just let it all go away. Well, that kind of developed into a couple of different things. So, I don't know exactly how to go. This is kind of right when this DLC dropped. And, I've been, leveling up as much as I can. I'm not leveling up faster than everyone else, but, I tried to do my best. I wanted to make sure everything that I did, got me 1 to 2 steps higher. I wasn't grinding. I wasn't doing anything like that. I may have grinded, like the Epic's Prime Strike and things like that. But I was having fun. There's nothing wrong with that. That if I'm having fun at the end of the day, I'm not playing this game wrong unless I'm farming for Worms 4. But I got hell from this guy, and it was all fun and games, but it was consistent hell over and over and over again. And yet, when it came time for him to, ask about something, I was the first person he would ask, hey, should I open this? Should I do this? Should I do this? Should I do that? Well, when Raid dropped, and I was level, I think, 360 or 370 or, right along those lines. He was at 350, 353, and it was, oh, we need to do the Raid. And I'm kind of sitting there like, okay, I mean, I've seen famous YouTubers do that shit at 360, but I'm sure we can give it a try. Well, we do it, we don't get far at all. Okay, that's fine. But then it's, it seems like every time that we were doing something, whether it was trials or just trying to, do stuff that would just get us our levels up, oh, we gotta do the Raid, I'm fine with that. But it turned into something else. It turned into this. I'm trying to remember exactly how this went down. All chronologically. But bottom line was, I was doing trials, and he got disconnected. And this was a true disconnect. There was nothing weird about it. Nothing like that. And he decided that he wanted to go ahead and go do his own thing. No fine, no worries with that. I saw two guys that I haven't played with in a while. I hit them up for trials. One of them was a kid that was really, really good at trials, and I ended up getting in a trials weapon. Well, after we get done with that, I sent him an invite to my party. I said, man, you'd really like this kid. He's a younger guy, blah, 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 blah. First thing the guy says is, oh, I'm sure he's a cocky shit, something along those lines. Then he wants to proceed to not chew me out, but kind of chew me out. He pretty much told me that, oh, I don't know why you played with the, people that are good at trials, man. It just seems like your self-esteem's low. Like, you can't play with anyone, Stuff that's just irrelevant. Now let's back this up. This is coming from the same guy that when Black Spindle, the Black Little Spindle mission, if people on Destiny know, Black Spindle mission, is the same guy that went and grabbed two people that were top light level at the time, 335, and had exotic swords and everything else, and had them pretty much carry him through that part to get the Black Spindle. I have no issue with stuff like that. What I do have an issue with is getting shit on from someone who has done exactly that for, in different ways. For example, I got shit because after I did my trials bounties, like I said, if you know Destiny, then, I said, hey, I'm going to switch my character real quick. It takes me, I don't know, a minute to switch characters. Oh, I got hell. Oh my god, why can't you wait till all of us get done? Blah, 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 blah. This guy comes up when Iron Banner's up and does the same thing. And I'm like, okay, well that's, the hypocrite strike number 2. Well, we were doing trials just the other night, and I sat there, and we got done with the match, and we weren't trying to go flawless. We were just playing to get the bounties done. It's kind of the same thing. I said, hey, I'm going to switch my character, blah, blah, blah. Well, I see him leave the party. I see him leave the group. I sent him a text, and this guy tells me it's just not my night, blah, 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 which at the end of the day was fine. I should have just called him out from the start, but I was like, okay, we'll move on. However, we couldn't find a third for trials, so I actually ended up sending him a message saying, dude, next time before you bail on us, let us know that you're leaving, or just, just stay in the party and go patrol, do something. And he came at me with, shit along the lines of, oh, don't give me that bullshit, blah, 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 don't be like that, just shit that just irked me. And, it went kind of back and forth, and it pretty much came down to this. I got a message from him, a text message at some point that talked about, how I was nagging him, and I was starting all this drama, Yeah, keep in mind, I've kept my mouth quiet up to this point, and he's the one that's been starting shit. This is a guy that has had issues with people outside what used to be our circle, and he's coming at me with this line of, oh, if I wanted drama and I wanted to be nagged, then I would call, I'd just get my girl mad at me, insinuating that I was, exhibiting female-like characteristics, or what would be commonly referred to as female-like characteristics. Well, I fired back. I'm not going to say what I said. It was a little bit harsher than what he said to me, but it was me it was time for me to just blow up on him. Because in the past, when I tried to talk to him about shit before, he would say, it is what it is. He would pretty much not take responsibility for anything he ever did. That's where I drew the line. I'm done with this guy. I'm done playing with this guy. You may have noticed I took a video down, and that might, if you guys have been watching my channel, you will know who I was talking about. That's pretty much it. Now, the reason why I bring this up is because I just need to vent about this. I've talked to a couple people, they've seen it, and I've asked, I said, hey, have I changed? Have I done anything? Yes, I haven't been streaming. For those that are subscribed to me, I am sorry about that. Once I can get a good, raid group together and so on, we'll try to get a couple more attempts in. We keep getting to that last boss, and it's late at night. People don't want, I guess people don't want it that much. But at the end of the day, guys, I'm just trying to promote, as positive, as fun, and as entertaining as a community, as a page, as a channel I can be. I'm not trying to rewrite the script on anything. I'm just posting videos of, me and my friends having a good time. When that changes, when that whole aspect of everything changes and it turns into some sweaty, try hard, if you're not on my level, then by God, you better get the hell out of here kind of mentality, then at some point I'm gonna put up with it and then I'm gonna shut it down. And that's kind of what happened. So bottom line is, guys, if you guys are being shitty to your friends, stop being shitty. Take a step back, realize your mistakes, and it doesn't hurt to say, hey, I messed up. I'm sorry. Because I've done it before, and I'm sure the people around me that are true to their word and true as a person have done it, but the shitty people are never going to take, anything. They will never admit, fault or guilt, and that's why they're at where they're at. And I'll leave it at that. That's my rant. That's my little story time. I hope you guys may have enjoyed this message. Like I said, I'm sorry for being dramatic. But I want you guys to all have a good night. If you guys want to play with me on here, I probably won't be on Call of Duty until that Infinite Warfare beta comes out or whatever. I know the remaster's out, but I don't think I've gotten it yet. But just, hey, hit me up on PSN and we'll go play something. That's pretty much it, guys. I hope you guys have a good night. This is RxTorqueLewith, and I will talk to you guys later.